All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We are back with another video. I'm back with another listening and sleeving stack. So the idea behind these videos, this is I believe number 3 in the series, is that I go through my record collection and listen to again and then make sure I have outer sleeves for these following albums. These albums I had purchased, but for whatever reason at the time I didn't have outer sleeves for them, so I filed them away, but now they have outer sleeves. So let's get to it. I really enjoyed listening and revisiting this album. This is Sam Brown and the album Stop on A&M from 1988. What a great track, the song Stop. I'm surprised more people haven't covered that track. It's just a jazzy kind of classic, and her vocal performance is just amazing. Great album. Really enjoyed listening to this one again. And Sam Brown was also the backup vocalist for Pink Floyd, David Gilmour, post Roger Waters years when they went out on tour. Sam Brown was a part of the band then. So yeah, well, great album to check out, Sam Brown. Okay, never get tired of Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. This is the album Soul to Soul on Epic, also from I want to say 1986. And you got Look Out Little Sister. I mean, it's a fantastic record. I mean, so good, and he's so missed. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble. Okay, we've got a Canadian guitarist for you, no longer with us, but 3 albums from Dominic Troiano. So this is Dominic Troiano and the Dominic Troiano Band and The Joke's on Me. And this one produced by Terry Brown, Rush producer. Also, Terry Brown produced Max Webster. So this one's actually got kind of a proggy feel for Dominic Troiano. A little bit of a Steely Dan sound as well, but a great album worth picking up. Now, that's the way Dominic Troiano usually looks, pretty cool with the beret going on there. For whatever reason, they decided, no, let's go with this for the cover. But Dominic Troiano, The Joke's on Me, but a great album. That one on EMI and also on Capitol, Dominic Troiano, and this one is Burning at the Stake. Another great Dominic Troiano. He was such a great guitarist. Certainly missed. And then Dominic Troiano and Fret Fever. And he had some radio hits with this one. The song We All Need Love was a radio hit. Also the track It's You. Dominic Troiano on EMI Capitol. Okay, my daughter was visiting recently, and she went to what I believe was kind of like a country music themed party in the area, and she wanted to hear some Dolly Parton, and said, put away your streaming service, put away your phone. I've got a few Dolly Parton records, and so we dug out Dolly Parton's Jolene, and of course this features the track I Will Always Love You. Wonderful Dolly Parton album, and Dolly Parton's greatest hits. And this is Dolly Parton on RCA. This is not a great album because this really doesn't include any of her early stuff. It's really kind of focusing on the late 70s, early 80s. Again, the whole 9 to 5 sort of thing. But it's got some classic Dolly on here, but not the early stuff like Jolene or Coat of Many Colors, that sort of thing. So not a bad, but not a greatest hits package. Okay, classic Styx. Enjoyed listening to Equinox. Got a sleeve for that one. J. Geils Band and Freeze Frame. I forgot what a fun record this is with Flamethrower, the title track, Freeze Frames, Centerfold, and just, yeah, I mean, it's 80s memories. It's J. Geils Band, continuing to go more for the pop hits, but fun nonetheless. Okay, another Canadian band, Blue Peter, and this is Test Pattern for Living. And for whatever reason, I didn't have a sleeve for this before, but this is a band worth checking out if you like that sort of new wave, kind of electronic sort of sound, Blue Peter. Not to be confused with the BBC children's show Blue Peter, but the Canadian band Blue Peter. David Bowie, and of course the classic Let's Dance. I mean, we all know this record, also featuring Stevie Ray Vaughan on the title track. Okay, the sensational Alex Harvey Band. Man, what a great record, and the album Framed. Well worth checking out, and I know the Alex Harvey Band does get a lot of love in the VC. Some of the VCers really into Alex Harvey, and I believe Larry from Canadian Stuffed Muffin really enjoys the Alex Harvey Band. And also a quick thank you to Larry from Canadian Stuffed Muffin. Thanks for having me on your show recently. I'm sorry about my internet when I was coming and going at least 6 or 7 times as my internet failed through. But I really enjoyed the panel and had a lot of fun with that. So yeah, Alex Harvey Band. I never ever come across Alex Harvey Band in the wild except for this one time. Okay, Deep Purple, or Deepest Purple, the very best of Deep Purple. You know, a solid best of. Can't go wrong with that for my listening and sleeving stack. For whatever reason, I didn't have a sleeve for the Chicago debut album, Chicago Transit Authority. My God, what an incredible double album, what an incredible debut. And Terry Kath's guitar work is just simply phenomenal. What an amazing debut. Some more 80s fun. I enjoyed listening to Fine Young Cannibals, and just great tracks on here with Johnny Come Home and Suspicious Minds, their cover of the Elvis Presley track. Lots of fun to listen to. And some Canadian, fairly obscure Canadian band, the band Motherload, and this is When I Die. And they had some radio hits from London, Ontario, I believe. And yeah, When I Die, not to be confused with the Blood, Sweat and Tears song And When I Die, but they had kind of a nice soulful sound. Motherload. From London, Ontario. So that's it for the listening and sleeving stack number 3, the ongoing series. And I did pick up some CDs today at my local thrift store, Value Village. I took a look at the vinyl there, and the vinyl was just dismal. There was just nothing there. But for some CDs, some interesting stuff. I picked up not 1 but 2 Pat Metheny CDs. We've got Speaking of Now and Secret Story. I haven't had a chance to listen to any of these CDs, but they all look okay. So looking forward to that. This was a pleasant surprise. Keith Jarrett and the Clone concert. We'll talk about another jazz classic there. So yeah, really happy with that. Aaron Neville, Warm Your Heart. And he does Everybody Plays the Fool on this one. Aaron Neville. And Harry Connick Jr., True Love, A Celebration of Cole Porter. Yeah, very happy to come across this. As I say, like the CDs, at least interesting, but the vinyl was pretty dismal. How about, I didn't even know about this album, Mark Cohen, and this is Listening Booth 1970. So it's all covers, but an interesting selection of tracks. When you got to Wild World, Maybe I'm Amazed, The Letter, Tears of a Clown, Into the Mystic. I didn't even know about this album, but very much look forward to listening to that. Great voice, Mark Cohen. Annie Lennox and her CD. This is Songs of Mass Destruction. Annie Lennox. And I remember this CD, but I don't think I've had a chance to listen to it. I remember when it came out, but I don't know too much about it. And last but not least, how about Clannad and Legend? And so, yeah, those are the CDs I picked up. Interesting selection, not too bad. So again, thank you so much for dropping by. And I do appreciate all of the people who have taken the time to subscribe and leave a comment or two. And thank you so much for that. And hope everybody's well. And we'll chat again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.